One of the biggest disadvantage in calling is maybe you are trained, permit me to use this example, you are trained to be a medical doctor, then become a consultant, become many big things. If you try business, you succeed. If you try politics, you succeed. Meanwhile, none of them is your calling. Every 5 years you spent investing your life and strength in what God did not call you to do is wasted time. Let me tell you about wasted time in relation to your destiny. It is not just that you will not fulfill. That's what I wrote down when the Reverend was speaking. There is a judgment. In case you don't know, there are two kinds of judgments on that final day: the white throne and the judgment seat of Christ. The judgment seat of Christ is the judgment seat of reward. That's where God judge you for what you did with the gift he gave to you, what you did with the people he gave to you, the resources he gave to you. Watch, you read two parables in the scripture, the parable of the talent and the parable of the pound. You will notice something. The talents, the gifts, some 5, some 10, some, they were given the same thing. You see, that variability of how much is not that important. But the pound, everyone was given one. And the basis of authority is now faithfulness, not how much gift you are now giving. You know my joy, we are young. Now, the good thing about being young is that it's a serious advantage. You know, sometimes I see people, they don't want to be told, they don't like the fact, when they hear young, they just want to be old. I don't want to be old, though. It's not an advantage in a physical sense. In fact, hey, how I wish the elders will just give us space. Let me discuss with you one-on-one. You know what I want to tell you? There is a call you can be called at 70. You don't have the physical strength. In fact, you're already set. You can't do that. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Even if you are God, you can't call such a person. Because, sorry, sir, that is as you are going, God will be putting some things in place. Sometimes he will tell you, wait. And that wait, there is something. Let me say this as I continue. Remember Elijah? There were times God will tell him, Elijah, show yourself. Another time he said, Elijah, hide yourself. That will keep happening in your calling. There were times it seems as if everything will stay. It seems as if Satan, God is just keeping you. Other times you come out. Another time you go in. Another time you come out. That's how God will keep doing it. I was waiting for God. I told God, I will never preach. I will not do any ministry until I've mastered everything. You will never start. Because can I tell you, there are things that God built in you. You will not know whether they are working until you step out, until you put them to use. Are you with me?